This is Tea with Queens, where we don't follow the gossip, we lead it.
From celeb chaos to glam scandals, we call it like we see it.
Unfiltered, unbothered, unapologetic. So there's a lot to unpack with Diddy's latest legal move. He's filing a motion arguing that the Mann Act charges shouldn't stick because he didn't actually profit from prostitution or arrange for any transportation of sex workers.
Yeah, right. So basically he's contesting that the law, which, as we know, is meant to target the transportation of individuals for prostitution, doesn't actually apply to his case. Is that it?
Exactly. His team is saying his involvement was, more voyeuristic. Like he was just recording or, well, observing these encounters rather than actively engaging in the business of prostitution.
Yeah, okay. But here's what puzzles me. Isn't there evidence that ties him to these events? I mean, aren't we talking about recorded sessions with notable figures around like Cassie and others?
Yep, they did bring up those recordings during trial, but all the testimony from the involved parties pointed to, Diddy being on the sidelines, watching or filming, rather than participating directly.
Right, Now, what's really interesting is his claim about, the First Amendment protection. He's arguing that these recordings are, just amateur footage for private viewing and hence not commercial sex trafficking. How does that fly legally?
That's a good question. His defense is really banking on, the idea that paying for voyeuristic experiences isn't the same as paying for prostitution, which, according to some state court precedents, holds water.
Yeah, got it. I totally get the angle, but isn't that somewhat controversial? I mean, legally speaking, isn't it a bit of a stretch to argue that action is so different from traditional prostitution?
That's a fair challenge, and it's definitely stirring debate. His lawyers argue that none of the key elements, like making money off or facilitating prostitution, actually apply to him in this context.
I see. And then there's the whole potential election of a new trial angle, right? By isolating the Mann Act counts, they're suggesting that if only those charges were considered, some of the more prejudicial evidence, like the infamous hotel footage, wouldn't be admissible.
Exactly. It's like they're saying, hey, if you take out the baggage from the RICO and sex trafficking counts, the remaining evidence is, not as damning. And that footage, they believe, is unfairly prejudicial if kept in play.
Yep. Plus, the rumor mill is buzzing with talk that Donald Trump might be considering a pardon for Diddy if the legal winds blow his way. It really adds a, extra layer of drama to an already complicated case.
Absolutely. It's like a perfect storm. High-profile charges, intricate legal arguments, and, the possibility of a presidential pardon. It's one of those cases where every twist seems designed to redefine how these laws are interpreted.
Yeah, interesting indeed. So, ultimately, if he wins this motion, not only does he clear his name on the Mann Act counts, but it might also pave the way for a cleaner legal slate and that expected pardon, right?
Exactly. That's what they're aiming for. A clean break from these charges and a, fresh start. It's a bold legal strategy that's sure to keep everyone talking as things unfold.
Absolutely.